And I liked Turnpike okay, but I really enjoyed the old mill. And the old mill was, when it had to leave in order for the Turnpike to come in. And but I remember the old mill. The old mill was old and creaky and dark, and you'd see little spurts of light when you kind of go around in the boats, and it would kind of knock you up against to the wall, and you turned around and everything. And the funny thing about it is that if you went around with a boy or something, they'd try to kiss you or something in there, but a lot of my friends were the type that would try to scare you. So they knew I had a fear of snakes. So they always told me there were lots of snakes down in the bottom of the old mill.
I remember when that Turnpike first came there, and my sister and I would be on the Turnpike, and of course they tell you no bumping, and that's the first thing we would do. Get on the Turnpike and bam into one another. I loved the Turnpike. I wasn't really good at keeping on that line, but it was great.
I don't remember them putting a lot of new rides in when we were there. I don't recall them doing that. I think the Rocco Plains was put in while we were there, and I thought that was a pretty cool thing. That was over by the swimming pool and the Turnpike. But when they put that Turnpike in, that was like the biggest deal. And we did get to, that was one of the rides that we got to test with before they opened up. That was, I remember doing that, thinking how cool that was to be able to just drive around in these cars the whole time. That was the ride, you know, when it opened up. That was like the cool thing to do when you went to the park.
Yeah, the Turnpike was a big deal to me because I was like 9 or 10 when it opened in the late 50s, and I couldn't wait to ride that. That was like almost like having your driver's license because it wasn't connected to anything. You were actually driving a car, you know, and so yeah, we beat them up pretty good. And of course, you know, you weren't supposed to bump, which, you know, I don't know why they even bothered to say that. I guess they have to, but you know, we had a blast with that. I think I remember there was a little gas station or some kind of thing where you could pull off, but that was a big deal. Of course, in the late 50s, turnpikes and interstates were just being built, and so that was like the atomic age. You know, that was a big deal. It was fun. Probably my favorite ride.